Oh. Greetings, planty people. I just knocked over a plant. I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas, New Year, whatever you celebrate. I had a little bit of a break because I was just a bit socially tired. You know how it be. I have been putting off repotting quite a lot of my plants for quite a while, so I thought this is the perfect time to just do it. Some people don't like to repot things in the winter, but these guys, they need it and they're desperate. I'm gonna get my potting mat out. Also, I got this really cool planty t-shirt for Christmas. Obsessed. So how's everyone's plants doing this winter? Mine are very slow at the moment, but I have finally gotten a leaf on my Monstera elbow, and it took, honestly, 2 months to fully emerge. Ugh, worth it though. Well, I've also got myself a new grow light, and I just need a little fixture thing that I'm waiting for so that can like shine on all these babies. Because my room's in the attic. I do have a window there. It's not as bright as I want it to be. Should we do the biggest one first? Okay, don't judge me on this one, please. So this is my bird of paradise, and she is so wonky that I've named her Eileen. I don't know how this has happened. Ooh! Oh, maybe that's why. I might need to get myself a bigger pot, preparing myself for this. This is going to be a big job. This is going to be a big job. Because I may need a bigger pot, I'm just going to pour as much loose soil out as I can. Then I'm going to give her a big scoop. Oh, she's rooted to the max. Right, so there's some loose soil out. I don't know how. It looks like an alien. It's a bit creepy, isn't it? Okay, so bird of paradise roots are famously very rigid, but they snap very easily. So I may need to cut some of the pot. Oh, I've got soil on my head. What's new? So I'm going to gently put her on the side. Now I need to operate. Oh, it's even split some of the pot. Right, so I can only find these tiny little scissors, but they're sharp enough. Okay, that's cutting easier than I thought it would. Oh, I don't really have a plan of where I'm cutting. I'm just kind of cutting around the bottom of the pot. So I've done this big root that's protruding. Ew, look at that. I'm gonna, you know what, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Some of the root juice just went on my face. Okay, so I've chopped off as much as I can. Look at these little legs. I think I'll be able to get the pot out. Are you kidding me? That is the wildest thing ever. Oh, hit me in the face. This is a bit chaotic today. I apologise. I knew it was going to be a big job, but this is just ridiculous. So now I'm just kind of taking some of the soil off. Now I might not be able to get all of it off without breaking some of the roots, so I might need to just get a bigger pot and then plop it in and then fill the rest, because I found a bigger pot and this is the biggest one I found, so it best fit. Should we give it a little try? Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Right, so I'm just gonna fill just under an inch of the bottom. I'm just gonna reuse the soil because it was really good soil and I don't like to waste. So as usual, you're going to want to use a really chunky mix. There you go. That's kind of perfect actually. So what planty chores have you been procrastinating? This is the biggest one because I knew it would be an absolute nightmare. I also need to put some of my alocasia and semi-hydro, but can't be bothered. So I've just done it mainly on my small ones for now. Let me know if you've got any tips. Reuse some of this soil. Nice one. And then we're just gonna fill the rest of the pot. Make sure it's not wonky this time. The only thing is, when you upsize a pot, you have to buy a bigger pot if you don't have one already, and big pots are expensive. Whee! In you go. Oh, is that too much? Nah, I reckon you're okay. I might just put a little bit more on the top because some of the root is a little bit exposed and I don't want that. Right, as I don't have a pot, I'm just gonna have to put it back in here for now. So it'll be fine like that for a while. And I'm gonna give it water. Where are you? And I've got some fertilizer in here as well, just to settle the soil and give it a drink. Beautiful. So the next plant I haven't actually talked about on this channel before, and it's a bit of a strange one. And yeah, it's a pineapple. So this is an ornamental pineapple. So I've heard some people say it's edible, some people say it's not. So please let me know, because if it's edible, I want to try it. So the reason why I'm going to repot it, I don't think its roots are okay, but I'm going to take out the pups and put it in some better soil, because it's, you know, and it's just coconut fibre and it's not great. Actually, she needed a repot after all. Oh, the pineapple's really weighing her down. Yeah, so my mum got me this plant. She saw it just, I think it was like a little cafe or something. They sometimes have some outdoor and indoor plants. And she was like, oh, do you want a pineapple plant? And I was like, yeah, go on then. It wasn't too expensive. And here we are. Super easy actually to look after. Just, I keep it on a window ledge in the kitchen so it's nice and humid and bright. And then just water it once a week or so. So here's one pup. And that's easy to separate. There's another one. And oh, that one didn't come off as easy, but I'll see if I can root that one. I think I'm going to put it in the same pot, as its roots aren't massive, but I will put some fresh soil in there. It's got a little spider living on there, but I don't mind because they kill any pest. Same situation, just fill in the gaps, try and keep her centered. It's a little bit finicky, this one is actually, because the leaves come down quite low. I'm not sure when to actually take it off because it's almost completely yellow. I think I may wait another week or so. But yeah, please let me know if it is edible because I love pineapple. It does make my mouth hurt though. So does anyone have any planty goals for the year? I think mine is not buy so much. What else do I have? I think just do more plant swaps really, because I've done a few this year, but I think it's a really good way of getting rid of some of your plants that you're maybe not in love with so much anymore and passing them on to someone who can love them more. And then in return you get some new stuff too, which I think is super fun. And you can make new friends, which I think is always lovely. Right, I think that's the best I can do. Let's give her a water. I've heard that bromeliads like to drink from the top, so I'm going to do a bit of both. Oh yeah, just funnel down. Then I can pop this one back in its pot and it can go back into the kitchen. Ta-da! I never know what to do with this coconut fibre. I just kind of collect it in a pot and see if I end up using it, because I don't want to waste it. Does anyone else really struggle to keep tidy when they do plant chores? I've got the vacuum ready to go after I finish filming this. I mean, at this point it just lives in my room because I am a messy Susan. So I've got 2 rooted and 1 non-rooted. I think I may just plant this one up and see how it goes. And I'm going to plant these ones as well. I think they're so cute. So I've got 2 little diddy pots here. I'll tell you what, I need to repot this one. That's the same size as that pot, so I'll repot this one first, I think. So this is just a classic neon pothos, or pothos. You just hear me spill that soil everywhere then. And as you can see, it's been needing a repot for a while. And I have just this clear little pot. It does have holes at the bottom, but I don't know, for some reason, I love seeing the roots. It just makes it easier to see when it needs to be repotted. So fill the bottom a little bit. Pothos are quite easy to repot. Just kind of shove them in the soil, press it down, and it will just kind of settle and rearrange itself. There you go, nice and easy. I'm gonna give it a water, and I've got a little dish from an old Lush pot. They make great little drainage dishes. A bit of water, And now that I've got two the same size, I can pop these up and then I can pop the little one in that one. It's lovely. I'm not going to fill it up too much because the roots are only diddy. You don't want it to hold too much moisture, otherwise it can rot really easily. So that's one. So I think I'm going to give these away to some of my friends because I don't have the room, quite simply, and I've already got the big daddy of the plant. And then with the unrooted one, I'm simply just going to pop it in, see what happens. Okay, so we've got the 3 little pineapples. Oh, little family. And I'm running out of water. Okay, so they're done. Next one, she's a bit unruly and she has a stick attached to her for some reason. So this one I got quite a while ago actually, off a friend because she was moving house. And I'm not gonna lie to you, she was a little bit neglected and she had mealybugs at one point. Just checking if she still does. No, she's all gone, but I'm gonna give her a spray once I'm done. And it's only filled about half. And it needs to be repotted anyway, so I'm going to not disturb the roots too much because they're kind of like the bird of paradise, they'll snap really easily. So I'm going to keep the same size pot and just top it up with some soil. And then because she's getting quite long actually, I'm going to give her a stick to lean on while I wait for my order of really cool trellises. Putting all that chunky goodness. That already looks so much better. I'm going to pop you back in your pot and give you a water. A big one because she was a thirsty Kirsty. And I'm going to get these are one of those sticks that you get when you buy a plant. It comes with just a little label. And I just reuse them for plants just as a kind of temporary stake situation. And because it's got a little, I do want it to be upright, but like I said, I'm still waiting for my order of trellises. I think that's it for repotting. Okay, so I got this really cool plant just from a local nursery, and I recognised it as a shingling plant. And I've recently really got into terrariums, and I have about this size, and it's flat. And I have some little isopods living in it. I wanted to get some more shingling plants to grow up in there. So I'm going to snip some of these pieces off and just chuck them in my grow box and see what they do. Let me see what it's called. So this is a Margravia umbellata, if that means anything to you. They're just one of those classic shingling plants that everyone has in their terrarium. So I'm literally just going to chop a really big piece like this, maybe into 2. I might put one on moss, one on perlite and see which one does best. If you've ever rooted one of these, let me know in the comments. Because I got it from a garden centre, they like to overwater or underwater everything, and I've noticed more fungus gnats, and all my other plants are fine, surprisingly. So I'm pretty sure it's this one. So I'm just going to stick some fly paper on the side because there's no room to shove it in the soil. Fly paper's so fiddly, isn't it? There you go, that'll do. Whew. I think that's everything for now. Yes, I'll be making more videos coming soon now that I'm off my little break. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see, or if you want any informative videos, let me know. I'll leave all my social medias underneath and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.